Hi guys, I'm back. I know it's been kind of a hot minute since I filmed a makeup tutorial. I've been quite busy with moving and kind of doing a lot of crazy things. Good news is I'm really going to try super hard to start uploading more consistently. I'm thinking Wednesdays, maybe that's going to be the goal. But definitely turn on the notifications, subscribe, so that you can be, informed when I post a new video. I thought today we'd kind of do something different. I realized some of you know me, some of you may not, so I thought I have a lot of new products that I want to test out, but I thought let's do kind of like a get ready with me, and we'll kind of just get to know each other a little bit better. So first of all, real quick, I just wanted to say I have been loving this Maybelline 24-hour foundation. It's amazing. I got the shade 120 Classic Ivory. I wore this. I visited some friends in Portland this weekend, and I wore this for St. Patty's Day, and this baby looked so beautiful on my skin, and it lasted the entire day and night. I'm like, this is my new holy grail. I will go to this one always. So I just thought I would share that fun fact. Also, I'm totally loving the Benefit Bad Girl Bang Mascara. I travel a lot, so I got the travel size, but this stuff is legendary. I won't go anywhere without it now. So I've got some new stuff that I want to try today. One being the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. There wasn't a ton of shades. This was the second lightest one, but the lightest shades, this could be terrible shade wise for me. We'll see what happens. I've also got the L'Oreal True Match blush in the shade Innocent Flush. I thought this was kind of peachy. I don't really love blushes, and I think a lot of it is because I tend to have some redness here, so I want to try a more peachy blush and see how that goes. And then I've got the new Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Fair. So we'll kind of try those out. I'm going to revive some old products that maybe I haven't used in a hot minute, and just kind of have some fun. So the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Shannon. I'm 28 years old. I will be 29 in just a few short months. I am a physical therapist, and I travel the country as a physical therapist. I graduated from grad school in 2014. And I just, decided that I really wanted to try and travel and see what therapy was like in different parts of the country. And I have been pretty much all over the place. So that was almost 3.5, almost 4 years. This looks very orange. I'm curious to see if it's going to be kind of dewy, or I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, it's kind of a weird texture. This smells very perfumey. It's kind of weird. But here we go with our really dirty beauty blender. Just ignore it. I started my first travel contract in a very small town in Kansas. And then I was there, I kind of had one of those oh crap moments, maybe 3 days before I was supposed to leave, because I was I'm leaving my safe bubble, and I grew up in upstate New York, so Kansas, in a small town in Kansas is super different from anything that I have ever known in my life. But once I got there, the people were just so nice, and I ended up really enjoying it, and I stayed there for about 10 months, almost a year. And it was just really exciting. They did all kinds of therapy there. It was mostly outpatient, but we also did home health. There was a hospital right up the hill from us that we worked at. We did wound care. So there was just a lot to build my skill set. And there was really good mentorship, and just all the PTAs and therapy staff were amazing and super helpful, and really it embodied teamwork. So having that good experience, definitely made me feel good about continuing on. So then after that, I went to California, and I was about 2 hours north of San Francisco. I was in an outpatient clinic. And I mean, that was good. It was an interesting area. You know, there's going to be some not so great parts of every town. Maybe drugs in certain parts of the town. But all in all, like, I would say that was a really good experience. And I was there for about 6 months. And then I wouldn't say that I got homesick. I would say that I got kind of East Coast sick. There's definitely just a different vibe. And I think some of the people that I was around in that area, just I needed to kind of break away and do my own thing again. So then I went back to Arkansas. I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. By the way, I kind of dig this. I think this is weird. It almost like oxidized a little bit, but I feel like I can get away with it. I definitely wouldn't say it's full coverage. It's maybe like light to medium, and I probably could build it up if I was really doing something today, but like I'm not, so whatever. We're going to go with our Maybelline Fit Me in Fair. So then I went back to Arkansas. I was about an hour north of Little Rock, and I worked home health there for one of the hospitals, and I was there for about 5 or 6 months, and I think this was, by the time we got here, it's like 2016 maybe. So I was in Arkansas for about 5 or 6 months. And then I ended up going to South Carolina. I was there for, I think, about 3 months. I loved the job there. I worked in a hospital. The hospital was great, and the people that I worked with were fantastic. That was probably, I would say, one of my favorite jobs that I've had. I was very inland in South Carolina, closer to Clemson. But my cousin is currently attending med school kind of near there, so it was nice just to be able to like be close to her and hang out with her a little bit. And then after that, I went to North Carolina, and I was in an outpatient clinic. I would say it's about 2 hours from the Outer Banks. A smaller town again, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people. And I sometimes worked at the hospital as well, but mostly outpatient. Again, people were really great there, made a lot of really good friends, you know, between other travelers and some of the permanent staff. Just love those people. Then I was there about 6 months, and then I came back out to California. Totally road trip again, all the way out to the coast, and I was about an hour and a half north of Sacramento. I had 2 different jobs while I was there. One was outpatient, which is just too busy for my liking. Had too much anxiety with that job, and then I took a home health job, and I was there for like 5 months, 4 or 5 months. And then I just decided like I was ready to move on. I made some of the best friends I will probably ever have in my life at that placement. Between, you know, roommates and just friends that I met in the area. There was a lot of travelers, and they're people that I still meet up with and like hang out with and love them, and like I'll probably love them till the day I die. They're just great people. So that was like a really great experience for me. Okay, I don't really know how I feel about that concealer yet. I feel like it's not Shape Tape, which is my favorite, but I mean, I guess it did its job. So now I'm just going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way powder and just kind of set everything. So that was that job. And now I currently just relocated, and I am now in the northwest corner of Colorado. And I've been here, I've been working. This is the start of my 3rd week. So for those of you who don't know about travel therapy, basically our contracts are about 3 months long. They're about 13 weeks. But as you can see, I've kind of extended my contracts at a lot of these places because, you know, they need help for whatever reason. Like I know here it's a small town, but for some reason the therapy is just popping. And so they have a lot of therapists, but yet they still like are desperate. Like they still need a lot of extra help. They just hired me. They just hired a new permanent therapist, and they're still looking for like maybe another OT, definitely another PT, maybe even 2 PTs. Like they're just expanding so much, and they're just doing such a great job trying to like service the area. So I might end up extending. They've asked me to extend. We'll kind of see what happens with that. As of right now, I'm supposed to be here until the 1st of June, but my guess is I'll probably end up extending for a few more months beyond that. You guys have seen me talk about this before. This I bought from Target. It's the Sparkle and Shine palette by Profusion. This was like $6, $7, and it is the coolest palette for contouring. As you can see, I've given quite a bit of love to this shade here as my like contouring shade, so I think I'm going to go in with this palette today. But yeah, so I think I'm going to probably end up extending, just because like the people are so nice, and I don't know, it just feels like a good area. So there's that. And then who knows, I eventually want to go to Alaska, and I definitely want to go to Texas, I think. You know, but it's crazy because like being here, like I'm such a hippie and I miss the hippiness of the West Coast. But I, you know, originally thought that I might want to kind of eventually settle in Florida. Not exactly sure like what part of the state. I just know I really, really like it there. And you know, that might be someplace that I eventually kind of end up. Next, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal True Match blush. For the time being, you know, travel still holds a lot of appeal to me. It's a great way to kind of travel and see the world, and you know, you make good money. You can pay off student loans. You can, you know, a lot of cool things that you can see and do. Hard to tell, so I'm gonna have to give this another try. But I mean, first impression is that I kind of like it. My next new purchase that I love is my Soph Does Nails highlighter palette. I wanted this for so long, and I kept trying to talk myself out of it because like it's so cheap. It really is. It was like $12, $15, something like that. But I just was like, you know, you really shouldn't spend money on makeup. And then there's like some weird colors in there, like the green and the purple, but I love them. Like especially like the golden shades over here, like these two. This one in the corner is kind of a pinkish. I really like it. And actually the other day I did a green and purple look, and I actually used the green and purple highlighters. So, like, again, this is drugstore, or you can get it at Ulta, which is I think where I got it. And I just really like it. I'm going to go in with like the pinky one. So obviously because I travel, you know, it's really hard to meet someone who understands the love of travel, or who travels themselves. So, you know, I am currently single. My family all lives in New York still. I will be seeing them in about 4 or 5 weeks. Okay, can you see that glow? Like, check that out. Obviously my camera is not very good, but that's some killer highlight there. Usually every year we meet down in Florida, so I'm pretty pumped for that. We're going to Cocoa Beach. We always go there. The other thing I wanted to talk about, so I've been really into, I go back and forth with brow products. I've been really into this like e.l.f. brush, e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. And the tip looks like that. And then it's got the brush there. And I've been loving that lately. Like, I don't know, like, it's e.l.f., so it was probably only a few dollars. Otherwise, I usually use my, like, Benefit Ka-Brow or Precisely My Brow Pencil. But before that, I was, like, really into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. And if I can find my brow brush, like, I think I'm going to do the Dip Brow Pomade just because I haven't done it in a while. So my brow brush looks like that, just a little angle. And if you can see, like, I really haven't used a ton of this. You literally just barely, like, dab into it and then kind of shade in the brows a little bit. Oh! That, my friends, is why we only dip into it the slightest bit. Because look at this situation that we have going on here. Obviously, there's a difference. Let's see if we can fix this situation. Also, this is in the shade Taupe, and I still feel like it's slightly too dark for me. Okay, that brow turned out quite a bit better. We'll just spoolie through here a little bit. Obviously, my brows wouldn't normally be this dark. Maybe that's why I've been using pencils. I also think they come across a lot darker on camera than what they are in real life. Because in real life, they don't look bad, I promise. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this concealer. I'm not a huge fan of it, but, you know, once you do Tarte Shape Tape, I don't really know that there's a whole lot that compares to that. I'm just going to throw on some of my Bad Girl Bang mascara. Oh, you know what? I did want to do some eyes. Oh, well. So that's one eye done. And there's the other one done. I'm just going to finish it off with some NYX Liquid Suede. I haven't used one of these in a hot minute. So, okay. So that, my friends, is our finished look. So thoughts on products. The Smashbox Primer and I don't really care for this one. It feels very liquidy on me, but that's whatever. The Healthy Elixir, I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. I think it's nice if you just want, like, kind of some light coverage. I definitely think this shade, even though it's Classic Ivory, and there's only one other lighter shade, I kind of feel like it's a bit too dark on me. But maybe, like, when I'm tan, like coming back from Florida or in the summer, I can probably pull this off. But I do think it kind of emphasizes my texture a little bit on my face, so I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I'm still going to reach for my Maybelline 24-Hour Foundation. The Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, wasn't super impressed with this. Obviously, I'm still going to go with Tarte Shape Tape because that's always the winner. Even though it's more expensive, it is so worth it, hands down. The L'Oreal True Match blush, I'm definitely going to have to just give it another go, but first impression is that I kind of like it. I went too heavy with the brow pomade, but, you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I think that's kind of all the newer products that I was going to talk about today. Obviously, the Sof Does Nails palette, I haven't done a video with that. I love that. And that Profusion contouring palette, best like $6 or $7 I ever spent from Target. And I actually like that I revived the NYX Liquid Suedes. I've been really just all about, I bought the Jeffree Star nude mini lipstick bundle for Christmas, and basically like that's all I've been wearing for the last like 3 months. Because they've got everything from like super nude shades to like slightly pink and like more reds and like maroonish. But I'm really glad I pulled out the Liquid Suede today. I'm definitely feeling the pink vibe. So there's that. And like I said, the Bad Girl Bang mascara, you cannot go wrong. I think the mini is only like $12 or $15 or something, because the big size is like $25, or it's expensive, but it is so worth it. I'm telling you, I don't ever wear false lashes. So like this makes my lashes look so bomb. I would highly recommend that. But yeah, so that's the life story of Shannon. Like I said, I'm gonna start trying to upload a little bit more frequently. So I'm gonna try for Wednesdays, but definitely turn on the notifications and subscribe. Comment if there's anything you'd like to see from me. I'm probably gonna keep doing like the Young Living unboxing because that's like Christmas for me and I really enjoy that. But if there's anything else that you guys want to see, any questions that you have, please feel free to comment below. I would love to respond to that. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!